Hello, hello, my lovely Leos. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Leos, we have the box, the judge, the king, the cave, the mystic, coming through with the king energies. Okay, Leo. Sorry. I feel like, the box, our last read was the golden bubble, and like we were in the elevator, like going up the golden bubble, but there's almost just kind of like this idea of, I don't know, I just kind of think of like how did I get in? You know what I mean? Like backtracking. You're like, okay, if I'm gonna get out of this maze, I have to go back down this path, and then I turned down that one, and then I got to here, and then I was there, and you know what I mean? It's like, how do I get out? Get me out of here. You know what I mean? And I just kind of feel like this, like judgment, but it feels like sound judgment of like going down the paths, going down the avenues and seeing like, okay, like if I'm ever going to stop going in circles, I need to like find my way back to like the exit, because I kind of feel like there's one way in, one way out, but like you can get lost in there real easy. And you really having to make a decision to find your way out, and it requiring of you a great deal of like discernment on a regular basis, a great deal of like, okay, I noticed this at this point, and then this at this point, and then, you know, it's like finding your way back to someplace so that you can get out of this like box that you've been in. you got turned around in there somehow. But you also have intuitively, it's like landmarking. I feel like you've been landmarking things, and so you've landmarked, and you're like, well, I can remember because at this point in time, this happened and that happened and that happened, right? I like, that is my brain to like the umpteenth degree. Like anybody who knows me at all, like I speak story. I understand story. Like story is just my soul. You know what I mean? But I feel like story landmarks things, right? And I feel like you've got a landmark map of your soul, because I feel like we've had a map of our soul for a minute, Leos, and I just kind of feel like this, like the back roads of my soul, like Google Maps can't understand what the back roads of my soul understand. They can't understand like the process of where I got there and how it happened and how it is that I need to get out. Like that's for me to know. You know what I mean? That's for me to know, because I am intimate with myself. And so I feel like there's just this idea of like, well, so I've had to make this decision on my own for myself because of the path that I took, because I know that the only way out was the same way that I got in. You know what I mean? Like, you can't tell me which way to go. I know myself too well, right? Yeah, well, because if you've had people who've been trying to tell you like who you're supposed to be and how you're supposed to be, and it's like, I hear you, I've heard you 1,010 fucking times. Will you please just hear me for once? I know what I'm doing, and I know that it seems like there has been like this path that has not made sense to anybody, but it's not for anybody else to like, it's not for anybody else to have sense in. It's me, it's my path, it's my direction, it's my intuitive knowing of how it is that I got here is the way that I'm going to get out, and that's what I'm going to fucking do. You know what I mean? And it's just kind of like, stop trying to direct me. You're sending me in circles. Leos. Let's go, BBs. The Lovers, Judgment, the King of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. Well, yes, again, just this like, stop sending me in directions that I know that I don't need to go. Stop trying to send me in directions that I know I need not to go. And, you know, like, stop getting mad at me because I don't go in those directions. You know, like, because I know where it is that I'm trying to get, and I know that the only way to get there is for me to get out of this fucking maze. You know, like, I took a turn with a lot of lessons, and I learned a lot of lessons along the way, but along the way I also figured out that there is no way to get out of this lesson except for the way that I came in. And I just feel like that doesn't have anything to do with anybody but me. Sorry. Leos. I mean, our last read, we did have that there were some people who were like trying to get in that were like a little bit pissed, but we were like, enjoy your projections. I'm not, that's not, I've been working on myself. I've been finding my balance. I've been finding my way out. I've been, you know, like following that path back to where it was that I needed to get to so that I could really come back to myself, so that I could really find my balance and create my value. And it doesn't have anything to do with what any of these people are trying to get me to do. And it has everything to do with me getting the fuck out of this. Right? But I think that's another thing, is that like everybody wanted to make you about them. And it's like, this isn't about you. This isn't about any of you. You know what I mean? You're the ones that made it about yourselves. You're the ones who dragged it all through the mud. You're the ones who refused to ever acknowledge my voice in any of it. You're the ones who did all of these things. That was never me. That was you. Do you know what I mean? And it's just kind of like, so when people want to come at you, like, you know, how dare you close these doors? You're like, I didn't close that door, bitch. You did. You know, like, you were the one making decisions that were like not acceptable decisions. And you were the one who wanted to take my voice and give it to everyone else but me. And I was the one who had to have the strength to come out of it, find the fucking good, find my fucking balance, and find my fucking power. And take my fucking voice back. And don't think for 5 fucking seconds that you can show up and take my voice from me ever again. You've had long enough on the speaker. Your time's up. I don't know. I just feel like there's something that you are doing that you are so loyal to, that you are so passionate about, that you are so like done letting anybody else touch your shit. Y'all are fucking bulls in China shop. Get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like, I am going in my direction, and I am following the path of my soul, and I am doing what I know that I need to do to make sure that everything that I intended to happen actually fucking happens. And none of y'all get in the way of it. Listen, to my boys, I love you. To everybody else, thank you so very, very much. I love y'all. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. If this does resonate with you, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. Stay strong, Leos. I know that like people want to give us shit for our independence, but our independence blazes the trails that nobody else has the consciousness to like handle. And for that, I think we should take pride. So 3 cheers for us. If this does resonate with you, please give me a like, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.